I've always been afraid of her, ever since I was little, let's say about the age of 8. The she I speak of has pointy horns, canine teeth, and dark, beady eyes that gleam in the moonlight. When I look in the mirror, she appears with her long, frizzy, dark hair, glaring back at me, smirking as she opens her mouth wide to criticize me. "Why are you wearing that?" she asked. "You're too fat, you're too skinny," she said. Nothing I did or said made her happy. The words she said dug deep into my skin, and it's as painful as the screeching sound of crusty nails against a chalkboard. You ask, who was she? She was the little voice I heard in my head day and night. The sound of her cackling laugh sends cold shivers down my spine. "Why aren't you perfect?" she asked. "You're ugly, you're too insecure, you're this, you're that." The list was endless. The tears rolled down my cheek as she took over the good thoughts in my mind. All I saw was darkness as my mascara ran down my face, trickling down to the floor as a pool of tears began to form. She said, "You're nothing compared to these other girls." The words stabbed me in the chest as I tried to catch my breath, but the wound deepened. The thoughts of my existence comes to mind. Why am I even alive? I can't take this bullshit anymore. Who would care if I'm gone anyways, right? At least she won't torment me anymore. I got up and walked towards the mirror, slowly examining myself from head to toe. Tears rolled down my face and I slowly wiped them away. Staring deeply at my reflection, I punched the mirror and it shattered to a million pieces. I didn't want these suicidal thoughts in my mind. I pressed my back against the cold, icy wall, and I slid down to cover my face with bloody hands. I slowly fell asleep in the pool of tears I shed, blocking the excruciating words that imprinted scars all over my body. "Let me ask you something. What is perfection?" I screamed through clenched teeth, angry and fought up. "I've had enough. I need to stay strong." She stomped back into my mind, laughing with glaring, beady eyes. I won't let her take control of me anymore. It's my life and my thoughts. She shot me with an evil look as she tried to get closer to me. She threw the first punch, and I dodged it as quickly as I can. Too late. I fell to the ground with a thump. In my mind, all I thought about was how much that shit hurt. I told myself to get the fuck up before she popped me in the head again. I felt dizzy, barely keeping my balance. I managed to get up. I tackled her to the ground and started to punch her in the face, pulling her hair back so she couldn't touch me. I am in control. I got off her and turned my back against her. She climbed back up on my shoulders and tried to whisper into my ear. Once I felt her breath on my neck, I finally had the strength and threw her off my shoulders. She sat there in the darkness, her glare burned into my traumatized eyes. I stood up and glared back into her burnt eyes until she could take no more. I told her that I wasn't going to take any more shit from her. I slowly walked towards her and said, "Bitch, I am done with you." She slowly backed down and sunk into the ground beneath her feet. She knew I had won the war. My confidence broke the curse I was under for years. I walked away and I never looked back into the darkness. The darkness I crawled out of allowed me to see the light again.